Request ATC clearance. Request ATC clearance.
Refueling truck is on its way.
Kuala Lumpur Airport information, India 0500 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 6. Sky condition, few clouds at 2,500 feet, 4,800 feet. Scattered few clouds at 14,200 feet. Temperature, tree. Dew point 10. Altimeter 29.80. ILS run.
I'm out for the walk around.
Okay.
Fuel truck is in position. Catering vehicles are on their way.
Cockpit to ground. Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
Please connect the external power. Please connect external power.
Roger, connecting the GPU. Captain, the GPU is connected.
GPU is connected. Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
Waalaikumsalam, Ali. Please disconnect the GPU.
Roger, disconnecting the GPU. Captain, the GPU is disconnected.
Thank you. Yo, Alif. 3 to left. rusbuan ecco. Yes, Alif, what is it? Whiskey 534.
Roger, connecting the GPU.
Ground. Disconnect GPU.
Captain, the GPU is connected.
Ground deck. Disconnect the GPU. Kenapa dia connect lagi GPU? Please disconnect GPU. Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
Please disconnect external power.
Roger, disconnecting the GPU. Captain, the GPU is disconnected.
Sekejap geng, buat ni 2.7.
Hi, the security and safety check are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes, please.
Thanks.
Boarding requested. Do you want to board crew? Pilot's boarding starting. Crew boarding starting.
I'm back. No issues on the walk around.
Nice, thank you. One 135, 136, 141, 151.
Checked.
Before start checklist. One 151. Heading set to 326.
Your crew has boarded. Passengers boarding starting.
Hello. This way, please. Good afternoon. afternoon. Welcome on board. This way, please. Hello. Welcome on board. Welcome on board. Boarding pass, please. This way, please. Hello. Hello.
Lambat juga boarding ni.
Welcome on board. This way, please. Boarding pass, please.
Dan follow. Thank you Syed Abdul Rahman. Nak gimana? Nak pergi Johor? Johor. JB. Before start checklist.
Logbook.
Nak pergi ke Johor Bahru. Start before start checklist. Restart checklist.
Logbook.
Say again.
Logbook.
Set and check.
Landing gear pins.
And remove. Set and check.
Fire warning and overheat.
Check.
Start levers.
Start levers. Cut off. Cut off. Say again.
Start levers.
Cut off. Set and check.
Stab, trim, cutout switches.
Normal. Normal.
Lights test.
Check.
FMC.
Program.
Briefings.
Complete. Complete. Completed.
Double check that, please.
Set and check.
Double check that, please.
Complete. Completed. Completed. Restart checklist. Susah juga nak pakai benda ni. Request ATC clearance. Completed. Dah siap lah. Completed. Complete.
Double check that, please.
Repeat last. Repeat last.
Briefings.
Before start checklist complete. Briefing. Hey yo Atan, yo kucing. Are you ready for the departure briefing? Are you ready for the departure briefing? Are you ready for departure briefing? Susah nak cakap dengan dia punya FO ni. Are you ready for the departure briefing? Before start checklist. FMC. FMC.
Checked.
Briefings. Briefings. Oxygen mass and quantity. Boleh stress cakap dengan FO pekak. Ha, ya, betul. Briefing. Briefings. Briefings. Ke cepat sebab kita punya slang lain. Cancel checklist.
Roger.
Are you ready for the departure briefing? Are you ready for the departure briefing?
Go ahead.
Any questions?
No questions.
Before start checklist. Before start checklist.
Logbook.
Abort.
Landing gear pins.
3 abort.
Fire warning and overheat.
Check.
Start levers.
Cut off. Cut off.
Stab, trim, cutout switches.
Normal. Normal. Normal.
Lights test.
Check.
FMC.
Program
Briefings.
complete.
Oxygen mask and quantity.
Check.
EECs.
On.
Navigation switches.
Normal. Normal.
Display switches.
Auto and normal.
Fuel.
Fuel. Fuel. Macam mana? Boleh stress.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board today. As you locate your assigned seats, please place your smaller items under the seat in front of you to provide more room for larger items in our overhead compartments. If you need
5.7
assistance,
cleared
contact the
with
flight
center
attendant.
pump on off.
If you are unable to accommodate any item in the cabin, please bring it to the boarding door and we will check it for you. Also, review the safety instruction card in your seat pocket. If you are seated at an exit seat, also review the exit seating criteria.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we clear to close?
Yes.
Thanks. Let me know if you need anything.
Cancel checklist.
Roger.
Susah kau ni. Pekak kau. Kau tak faham aku punya bahasa. Beacon light on. Before push checklist.
0 fuel weight.
55.5. Set.
Takeoff weight.
Take off weight pula. Mana aku nak tengok? Nanti lain disuruh, lain dia buat. Iyalah tu. Set and check.
PWB remarks.
Reviewed.
N1s.
Set and check.
Runway.
3 to left. Set.
Flaps.
Set and check.
V speeds.
Set and check.
Stab trim.
4.87 set.
Minimum cleanup altitude.
Flight level 230 set. Flight level 230 set. Set and check.
Flight deck door.
Lights out. Lights out.
Before push checklist complete.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
Request pushback and start clearance.
Ground, Air Canada 1037. Requesting pushback and start clearance. Okay, clear to push and start. Air Canada 1037.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Baru belajar nak pakai benda ni. Aduh. Tapi best lah agak pakai benda ni. Nak kena hafal lah dia punya apa yang nak cakap lah.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Tapi kalau pakai ni tak boleh pula pakai apa? Pakai Vatsim sebab dia tukar-tukar frekuensi.
Locking gear. Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at win.
Start engine number 2. Start engine 2.
Starting engine 2.
Welcome aboard Malaysia Airlines.
Oil pressure.
17, 19, 20. Mixture fuel in.
Light off.
Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Roll back.
Start left engine. Start left engine.
Starting engine 1.
Seat in front of you or in an overhead compartment. All electronic devices should now be turned off and stowed away as they may interfere with the aircraft's navigational systems.
Oil pressure.
16, 17. Normal.
Light off.
Thank you, Kuching, for the like.
Seatbelts are mystical, but since we're being careful, let's recap. Insert the metal tip into the buckle, pull on the loose and it tighten the strap.
If you want to take it off, lift up the thingamabob. I think it's called a flap. If the seatbelt's
Roll back.
Weather changes quickly, turbulence is bumpy, so please for your safety.
So if I cover you, and if you cover me, we'll take care of each other in any kind of weather.
Everything's better when we fight together.
Ladies and gentlemen, the air pressure.
Cockpit to ground. Good start confirmed. Please disconnect.
To number 5.
Cockpit to ground. Good start confirmed. Please disconnect.
Will automatically appear in front of you. Start the flow of oxygen
All clear.
towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth. Secure the elastic band behind your head and breathe normally.
Cockpit to
Standing
ground.
by flaps.
Oxygen is
Flaps
flowing
5.
through the mask even if the bag does not inflate. And remember, if you are traveling with a child who needs your assistance,
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight today. This is the lead
Cockpit to
flight
ground.
attendant speaking.
We have a good engine
Please
start.
direct your
You can
attention to the
disconnect.
cabin crew for important safety information. There is an instruction card in your seat pocket that illustrates the
Flight
safety
control
equipment
check.
on this aircraft.
Flight controls check.
Regulations
Control check.
require compliance with this information as well as
Rudder.
all crew instructions, lighted information signs, and
Rudder,
posted
full left.
placards. Fasten
Full
your
right.
seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle.
Neutral.
Tighten by pulling on the belt. To release your seatbelt, lift the metal flap on the buckle. It is our policy that you keep
Before
your
start
seatbelt
checklist.
fastened at all times while
Before
seated.
taxi checklist.
Doors are clearly
Electrical.
marked with exit signs and instructions for door
Generators
operation.
on.
Each door is equipped with an
Belum on
escape
lagi.
slide. Locate the exit nearest you. The nearest exit may
Generators
be
on.
behind you. In an emergency, lights will illuminate the aisle. The cabin is pressurized. If there is a loss of cabin pressure,
Set
a
and check.
panel will open and
Probe
oxygen
heat.
masks will appear. Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and pull
On.
a mask towards you to start the flow
Anti-ice.
of oxygen. Oxygen will be flowing to the mask even though the bag may not
Anti-ice
inflate.
off.
Cover
Flight
your
controls.
nose and mouth with the mask. Place the elastic band
Set and
around
check.
your head and
Flight
tighten
deck
by
windows.
pulling on the end.
Close and lock.
Secure your own mask before
Close
assisting
and
others.
lock.
quickly to the nearest exit.
Set
Your
and
seat
check.
bottom cushion may be used as a flotation device. Pull up and
Close
remove the
and
cushion.
lock.
Upon exiting the aircraft, place your arms around the cushion and hold
Set
on
and
to the
check.
straps located on the back. This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is
Set
not
and
permitted
check.
in the cabin or
Flaps.
lavatories. Cabin lights will now be turned off. Reading light buttons are located above your seat.
As the
Thank you for
safety
your
features
attention.
on this aircraft may differ from other types of aircraft, we ask that you all review the safety information card located in the seat pocket.
CDU 5 indicates 5 green lights. Set and check.
Before taxi checklist complete.
Remember to put your seat
Clear left.
upright, stow your tray table,
Clear left.
keep your window shades up before
Clear
taking
left.
and landing.
Clear right.
To the cabin for our final safety checks.
Request taxi clearance.
Countdown for takeoff.
Ground. Good afternoon. Air Canada 1037. Ready to taxi. Clear to taxi. Air Canada 1037.
Departure plan checklist. Departure plan checklist. Jalan je lah. TCAS. Departure plan checklist. Departure checklist. Departure plan checklist. Departure plan checklist. Lain disuruh, lain dia buat. Departure plan checklist. Departure plan checklist. No departure plan changes. No departure plan change. Lompo traffic Malaysian 1037, taxi to runway 32 left via standard route. Lompo traffic. Departure plan checklist. Departure plan checklist.
FMC.
Program. Program. Program.
Briefings.
Complete.
PWB remarks.
Reviewed.
And ones.
90% max set.
Runway.
32 left set.
Flaps.
PWB 5 CDU 5. Set and check.
V speeds.
One 135, 136, 141 set.
Stab trim.
4.87 set.
Minimum cleanup altitude.
6,000 feet set. Salah jalan. Lipan payah. Thank you. Ada orang tak? Oh, ada orang. Tak ramai. try terbang pakai FO. Mike Aiman, flight ke mana? Ke Johor Bahru. Johor Bahru, Senai. Ke Senai Airport Johor. Lambat juga dia ni. Pakai controller apa ni? Pakai joystick. Flight control yang sekarang ni pakai TCA, Thrustmaster. Thrustmaster TCA Airbus. Pakai controller Airbus tapi fly Boeing. Approaching the departure runway. Before takeoff checklist. Before takeoff checklist. Before takeoff checklist.
Minimum takeoff fuel.
Verified.
Departure plan.
Complete.
Attendant notification.
Complete.
Electrical.
Set and check.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Packs.
On.
Bleeds.
Set and check.
Start switches.
Continuous. Set and check. Set and check.
APU.
Off.
Flaps.
Set and check.
Start levers.
Idle.
Recall.
Check.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Request takeoff clearance. Apa ya, aku request sendiri. Local traffic Malaysian 1037 taking off runway 32 left via Charlie 9 local traffic.
Approaching. 3, 2, left.
Check. Check. Request takeoff clearance.
Tower, Air Canada 1037. Ready for departure. Clear for departure. Air Canada 1037.
Runway 32 left verified. Final is clear.
Final is clear.
On runway. 3, 2, left.
Check. Set takeoff thrust 40%.
Thrust set.
Set takeoff thrust 40%.
Thrust set.
And 140%. Toga.
Checked.
My aircraft. I have control. I have control.
$80 knots.
Check.
V1.
Rotate. Positive rate of climb, gear up. Let's taxi back to the runway. Assalamualaikum. Waalaikumsalam. Climb. 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 After takeoff checklist. Waalaikumsalam, aviation seal kill. After takeoff checklist. After takeoff checklist. Ni tak faham aku punya slang ni. Landing gear.
Positive right, landing gear up.
Select VNAV, engage LNAV.
VNAV.
Engage LNAV.
LNAV.
Engage LNAV.
LNAV.
After takeoff checklist. After takeoff. Cakap dengan siapa tu? Tak lain tak bukan, mesti Mas 738. Ya betul. Cakap dengan siapa tu? Dengan flight, dengan
Checked.
dengan apa? First officer, tapi dia tak nampak dah mana dia. After takeoff checklist. Lantak kau lah situ. Climb. Climb checklist. Ada assistant tak sekarang? Ada assistant. Dia buat sendiri. Pressurization. Pressurization. Tak tahu nak sebut. Start switches. Start switches. APU. Oh, boleh cakap dengan FO. Ya, boleh. Boleh cakap dengan FO, tapi dia tak nampak ni. Tak tahu mana dia. Select heading. Select heading 220.
220. Set.
FO malas nak buat kerja tu, dia ngular. Tu dia buat. Kita tengok, kita suruh dia buat heading 340. Select heading 340. Flaps up.
240. Set.
Flaps up.
Flaps up.
Seatbelt sign off. Seatbelt sign off. Kena aku buat sendiri juga. Select heading 340.
340. Set.
Thank you. Proceed direct Idumi. Dia tak dapat. Kena buat sendiri. MS2020 dia macam tak praktikal ni kalau ada ATC. Betul. Kalau ada ATC dia punya frekuensi ni berubah-ubah. Apa nama mode ni? FS2 crew. FS2 crew. Set course 1 to 340. Set course 1 340. Dia tak faham. Nama ni FS2 crew. dah tak pakai ke mod yang head tracking? Pakai. Tapi pening lah pakai benda tu. Pening sikit. Sebab kita tengok mana pun dia ikut. Jadi pening. Macam ni. Kalau kita pusing-pusing kepala pun dia ikut. Biar.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Okay.
The arrival routing will be via the ATC assigned star, complying with all published speed and altitude restrictions. For an RNP approach, planning a flaps 40 landing. Decision altitude is 758 feet. Taxi route in will be assigned by ATC. We'll be arriving at a gate. We'll use the APU, but please delay the start until my command as we have a long taxi in. Descent speeds and navigation radios are set. Airport NOTAMs have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Approach brief complete.
Fake pun dia pening juga kalau dia pakai time dia nak landing. Kalau time cruising, okay lah.
Hi, it's Andy at L1. How can I help you?
1 juice, please.
Okay, I'll bring them up in a minute.
Oh, ingat dia dah terbiasa. Kadang-kadang dia pun pening juga. Kita order je daripada cabin crew.
Hi guys, here are the drinks.
Mana? Tak ada pun.
Hi, it's Andy at L1. How can I help you?
Some lunch, please.
Okay, I'll bring them up in a minute.
Oh, ini tak boleh buka pintunya.
Hi guys, here are the crew meals you asked for. Enjoy!
Mana kau ni? Main lagi War Thunder sekarang. Main. main tapi tak live, tengah masih belajar lagi War Thunder. Tak tahu berapa, tak tengok dah. Kau main ke ni? Boleh main multiplayer? Aku asyik kena tembak je. Kita cepatkan perjalanan. Direct to kalau macam tu.
Salam sejahtera, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Once again, welcome on board Malaysia Airlines MH. My name is Alif Yoska, your co-pilot, and with me on the flight deck this evening is Captain Travis. I trust that you are comfortable. For your information and a quick flight update, we're currently cruising at above sea level at approximately 950 kilometers per hour. This flight will take us approximately. The weather en route is estimated to be generally fine through most of the way, and the weather in is reported to be fine as well, with an average ground surface temperature of 28 degrees Celsius. Subject to air traffic control, we expect to touch down in. In the meantime, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you.
Kalau boleh main multiplayer bagus. Aku tak
Checked.
pandai lagi. Aku tak pandai main lagi. DCS pun download tapi tak main. Climb. Pressurization. Minimums. After takeoff checklist. Dia macam game lain je, multiplayer, tapi tak sure. Tak tahu macam mana nak main multiplayer. Kalau boleh mesti
Checked.
boleh. Hello, first officer. What's your name? Tak boleh bersembang pula FO malas layan. Kita tak tahu dia punya apa nak panggil dia ni macam mana. After takeoff checklist. Approaching top of descent. Landing checklist. Nak turun dah kita.
Checked.
Any questions?
No questions.
Do you have any questions? Any questions?
No questions.
Get trouble. Naim. Flaps up.
Speed check. Flaps up.
No. Kejap, aku silent jap. Ada call.
Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, sebagai persediaan untuk mendarat, anak-anak kapal
Checked.
akan mengumpul alat pendengaran jika ia tidak digunakan. Anda masih lagi boleh menggunakannya sehingga tiba di terminal. Sila tinggalkan alat pendengaran di tempat duduk sebelum keluar dari pesawat. Kami berharap anda telah terhibur dengan program hiburan yang disediakan. Ladies and gentlemen, as we are preparing to land, the crew will be collecting the headphones. However, you may continue using the headphones until we reach the terminal. Please leave them on the aisle seat before you disembark. We hope you have enjoyed our in-flight entertainment programs.
STD Barrow now. Kau pakai FS2 crew ke? Ya, ya. Flight level 100 approach checklist.
Altimeters.
Altimeters. 1008 set.
Packs.
Auto. Auto.
Start switches.
Continuous. 1 and 2 continuous. Set and check.
Approach checklist complete.
Altimeter setting.
Sekiranya anda ingin menggunakan tandas, sila berbuat demikian sebelum tanda isyarat pasangkan tali keleda dinyalakan. Sila pastikan orang pendaratan
Jom malam ni
telah
konten share
ditentukan.
cockpit. Macam mana tu nak share cockpit tu?
Bagi tujuan
Aku
keselamatan,
pun nak try juga.
hidangan makanan
Tapi tak ada kawan nak buat.
akan dihentikan untuk persediaan mendarat.
Jom Naim.
Terima kasih. Ladies and gentlemen, in preparation for
Share
landing,
cockpit.
please stow your carry-on
Satu captain,
baggage
satu FO.
securely and ensure
Altimeter
balance
setting.
from
1008 set.
instructions. Switch off and stow all electronic devices and remove them from the in-seat power supply USB port. If you wish to use the
Auto
toilet,
brake.
you may do so now before the fasten
Check.
seatbelt sign is switched on.
Set auto brake to
Your landing form is completed. For safety reasons, meal
Set
and
auto brake
beverage
medium.
services will be stopped for landing preparation. Thank you.
Altimeter setting.
Susah juga pakai benda ni. Download your control. Dia boleh for all aircraft.
Tuan-tuan dan
Aku
puan-puan,
tak tahu lah macam mana
sebagai
nak buat benda tu.
persiapan terakhir sebelum
Macam mana
mendarat,
Naim? Ni
pastikan
aircon baru ke
tempat
Naim?
duduk ditegakkan dan meja serta tempat letak kaki diletakkan pada kedudukan asal. Pastikan tali keleda dipasang dan dapat dilihat oleh anak kapal semasa mereka melakukan pemeriksaan kabin. Jika anda dikehendaki keluar semasa kecemasan, tinggalkan tinggalkan semua barang
Goyang
kegunaan
kepala.
anda dan
Ada
pergi
orang
ke
tak?
pintu yang berdekatan. Tandas tidak lagi boleh digunakan pada masa ini. Terima kasih
Dah boleh dah
kerana
Naim
mematuhi peraturan
ras tu.
larangan merokok. Sebagai langkah keselamatan, cahaya lampu di dalam pesawat ini akan dimalapkan untuk mendarat.
Descent checklist.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Minimums.
as a
Set.
final preparation for
VREF and
landing,
V-target.
please ensure your seats are in the upright position and your chair tables and footrests are straight. Kindly ensure your seatbelts are securely fastened and visible to our
135, 134 set.
If an
Auto
emergency
brake.
evacuation becomes necessary, please
2 set.
leave your personal belongings behind.
2 set.
Proceed to the
Recall.
exit nearest to you.
Check.
The toilet
Descent
is no
checklist
longer
complete.
used at this time. Thank you for observing the
Ayo
smoking
cat. Ayo
restriction.
kucing.
As a safety measure, the cabin lights will be dimmed for landing.
Landing lights. Landing lights. Kau tak faham aku cakap. Flight attendants prepare cabin for landing. Cabin crew prepare cabin for landing. Flight attendants prepare cabin for landing. Tak ada pun. Dia nak slang US tu. Flight attendants prepare cabin for landing.
10,000 feet.
10,000 feet attendants notified. Nak accent US tu cat susah lah. Susah. Flight attendants prepare cabin for landing. Weh, kenapa kau turun gear? FS2 crew cacat sikit. Dia turun gear pula. Kena banyak belajar lagi ni. Macam mana nak pakai benda ni. Italian buat.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes we'll be passing through the cabin with landing cards. It's important that you have the correct documentation with your passport by the time you reach the immigration authorities so you are not unnecessarily delayed at passport control. If you're unfamiliar with the airport, you'll find full details in the magazine situated in the seat pockets in front of you. We'd like to remind passengers smoking is only permitted within the terminal in designated areas.
Aircraft pun je yang boleh.
Please ensure you take all personal items and hand baggage
Dia
with
baru
you.
sampai Malaysia.
Should you have any further concerns, please don't hesitate to ask a member of the crew or the ground staff upon arrival, who'll be happy to assist you. And ladies and gentlemen, as we are approaching our destination, if you have any last-minute purchases that you'd like to make before we close the duty-free bar, please notify a member of the cabin crew immediately. Thank you.
Bila aku nak suruh dia buka flaps 1? Approach checklist.
Altimeters.
1008 set. 1008 set. Set and check.
Packs.
Auto.
Checked.
Auto.
Checked.
Set and check.
Start switches.
1 and 2 continuous. Continuous. Set and check.
Approach checklist complete.
Ayo budak intern. Layan lagi teruk dari intern. Dia sebab dia pakai slang US. Boleh ke kita suruh dia yang landing? Dia dapat senai ke? Russian Knight tak balik lagi kan dari Langkawi. Oh, masih ada kat sana. SU-27. Nanti dia land dekat pokok-pokok sawit pula kat. Itulah tu. Kalau dia boleh buat semua, mesti dia boleh buat. Ni GPO. Ni ke GPO? JPO. Johor Premium Api. Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 5.
Flaps 5.
Kita suruh dia buat semua. Kata tak buat, aku tak buat apa pun, aku cakap je. Kucing yang macam ni tak boleh nak kutuk kuat sangat ni, nanti perajuk. Tengok aku tak buat apa, dia buat sendiri. Landing checklist. Landing checklist. Before landing checklist.
Speed brake.
Arm green light.
Landing gear.
Gear down, flaps 15.
Landing gear down. Flaps 15. Speed brake up.
Down 3 green.
Flaps.
15 green light.
Double check that, please.
15 green light.
Double check that, please.
Set and check.
Double check that, please.
2500.
Green light.
Double check that, please.
25 green light. Flaps 30.
Flaps 30.
Dia merajuk dah. 30 green light.
Double check that, please.
15 green light. 15 green light. 15 green light.
Double check that, please.
Set and check.
Double check that, please.
40 green light. Flaps 40.
Flaps 40.
Before landing checklist. 40 green light.
Before landing, checklist complete.
Okay, complete. Okay, nak sampai dah. Sabar je lah dengan FO macam ni. Landing.
$1,000.
1000, check.
Approaching. 3, 4.
3, 4, check. I have control.
You have control. Minimums.
Kuat juga angin ni.
$400. Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
300. 200. 100. 50. 30. 20.
Aduh, terlampau flare pula.
10.
No speed brake.
Spoilers.
Deployed.
Reverse. Kau ni.
60 knots. Tower 1037. Stopping.
Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, kita telah
Start the
berjalan
APU.
di lapangan
Starting the
terbang
APU.
Bagi tujuan keselamatan, anda dihendaki
Parking
berada
checklist.
di tempat duduk seketika isyarat
Parking
pasangkan
checklist.
tali peda, padamkan dan pesawat berhenti sepenuhnya. Berhati-hati ketika membuka ruang penyimpanan di atas. Pastikan semua barang kepunyaan anda telah diambil. Anda dibenarkan memasang telefon bimbit selepas tanda isyarat pasangkan tali keleda dipadamkan. Kepada semua pelawat, kami mengucapkan selamat datang ke Malaysia dan kepada warga negara, selamat pulang ke tanah air. Kapten Travis dan anak-anak kapal mengucapkan terima kasih kerana memilih Malaysia Airlines yang merupakan ahli One World.
When you
Kami
park at the
menghargai
gate or stand,
kerjasama anda
set the
kerana
parking brake.
mematuhi larangan merokok. Semoga bertemu lagi dalam penerbangan yang akan datang. Kepada penumpang yang
Keras
akan
landingnya.
meneruskan perjalanan ke destinasi yang seterusnya, anda dinasihatkan untuk mendapatkan maklumat terkini berkaitan pintu berlepas di skrin paparan maklumat penerbangan yang berada di sekitar terminal atau ke kaunter pertukaran
salah.
di bawah. Lepas 30 minit sebelum waktu pelepasan. Kegagalan berbuat demikian boleh menyebabkan anda dan bagasi anda tidak diterima untuk penerbangan. Untuk meningkatkan tahap keselamatan, penumpang-penumpang akan keluar dari pesawat bermula dari 4 barisan tempat duduk yang pertama dan diikuti dengan barisan yang seterusnya. Anda juga
Parking
dinasihatkan
checklist.
untuk berada di tempat duduk sementara menunggu giliran anda untuk keluar. Terima kasih. Ladies Ladies and gentlemen, we have landed at. It is a safety requirement that you remain seated until the aircraft comes to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign has been switched off.
Dan next time kita buat lagi bagus daripada ini.
Whenever you open
Baru
the
first time.
overhead compartment,
APU on the buses.
kindly ensure you do not
Check.
leave any of your personal items behind. You may use your mobile phones after the seatbelt sign is switched off. To our visitors, selamat datang to beautiful Malaysia, and to Malaysians, welcome home. Captain Travis and the rest
Shut
of the
down
crew
engine
would
number
like
2.
to thank
We
you
are not
for
at 3
choosing
minutes yet.
Malaysia Airlines, a member of One World Alliance. We look forward to
Shut
seeing
down
you
engine
again.
2 when ready.
Thank you
We
for
are not at
observing
3 minutes
the
yet.
smoking restriction.
3 minutes.
A pleasant day.
Shut down engine number 2.
Engine start lever number 2 confirmed.
Onward connecting flights are advised to check on the latest information of your departure gates. On the flight information display screen located around this terminal,
Confirm.
or proceed to the transfer desk located
Confirm.
at the terminal for assistance. Passengers are required to be at the departure gate 30 minutes prior to departure time to avoid being denied boarding. To enhance your personal safety, disembarkation will be conducted in rows of 4 with a short interval in between. Passengers waiting for their turn to disembark must remain seated.
Confirm.
Thank you for your
Cut off.
cooperation.
Lawan cakap cap tu. Dia tak berjalan. Oh, enjin 1 enjin. Dia kena kuat lagi. Set parking brake. Parking checklist.
Parking brake.
Not set.
Double check that, please.
Set.
Start levers.
Cut off.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Window heat.
Off.
Probe heat.
Off.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Hydraulic pumps.
Off. Electrics off.
Start switches.
Off.
Oil quantity.
20%.
Hydraulic quantity.
50%.
Radar.
Test.
Transponder.
Standby and 0.
Parking checklist complete.
The boarding requested.
Dah, tu je.
There are no passenger stairs.
Cockpit to
You will
ground.
not see passengers visual.
Go ahead.
Passengers to boarding starting.
Please connect the GPU. Please connect the GPU.
Roger, connecting the GPU. Captain, the GPU is connected.
Thank you. Kenapa kau tak connect?
Checked.
Connect the jetway, please. Please connect the jetway, please. Please connect the jetway. Aduh. Parking brake. Parking brake. Terjun je lah Pex, nampak gaya. Dia lah tu. Oh, senaik pun ada jam-jaman. Tak ada apa. Sama tak ada apa. Ini kapal TMJ. Step trim. Step trim. Terminating. Securing aircraft. Nak off kan macam mana? Step trim. IRS. Macam mana aku nak matikan ini? Okay lah geng. Caw dulu. Ada kerja. Nanti malam lah test balik. Mana tak complete ni. Step trim. Terminating checklist.
Step trim.
Green band. Green band.
IRSs.
Off.
Emergency exit lights.
Off.
External lights.
Off.
Ground power.
Disconnected. Off. Off.
APU.
Off.
Battery.
On. Jap. Cockpit to ground. Cockpit to ground. Battery off. Off.
Terminating checklist complete.
Okay guys, ciao dulu. Jumpa